they've assured themselves of a lot of home games in the postseason, and we'll see if they can capitalize.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Hauser in at the three, the small forward. And for the Cavaliers, the Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Donovan Mitchell out there with James Harden. And it's Wade in at the small forward position. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Now here's Hauser. Pass to Tatum. Brown with it. Back to Tatum. 4 on the clock. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Outside Mitchell. From deep, Mobley drops in the three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
White with a screen on Mobley. Outside White. Pass to Hauser. Launches it. Counted from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Wade. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Running the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Outside White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum against Mobley. Outside White. And here's Brown for three. And the Celtics another three.
Quick answer, Jaylen Brown from long distance.
Inside. Vucevic with a steal. Now here's White. Coming off a solid outing against Dallas. There's Tatum with the three. Rebounded by James Harden. Cleveland has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. To the inside, Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Tatum against Mitchell. Outside Tatum. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Here's Brown. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Now here's Mitchell, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player.
Just an absolute ferocious scorer. When Harden gets a chance to score from the interior, he doesn't think twice about shooting.
It's Brown on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Left side, Brown. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Outside Harden. Shot comes out. Good work defensively by White. Here's Brown. His last outing, he had 24 points. The kick out to White. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him look.
Outside Mitchell. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And looking at the stats since the All-Star break, here are the teams who have done a remarkable job rebounding the ball. Number 1, the Celtics.
Incredible rebounding numbers since the break. They've put in a lot of effort on the glass.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Harden surveying the D, gets Cleveland has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Pass to Mobley. Shoots over Tatum. Mobley, no good. The Celtics have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Back to Tatum. Here's Brown. Now here's Tatum, covered by Mobley. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Wade. The Cavaliers leading. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. He immediately brought up Jayson Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8". Great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jayson tonight. Guys, back over to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Brown. 5 points in the game. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. White's gotten his second bucket of the game. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Allen outside. Here's Mitchell. Defended by Brown. And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you combine his length and leaping ability, Allen is a ridiculous lobster.
Brown against Mitchell. Right side Brown. Hauser outside. Puts up a 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
That's good vision by JB. Draws the D, kicks it out. He's grown that part of his game.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A different look for Cleveland. Tyson, he's checked in for Jared Allen. And it's Merrill in for Wade. Boston also changing it up. Cadis checked in for Vucevic. Walsh comes in for Tatum. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Hauser. Here's Tyson. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Outside Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over White. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Boston making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. Mobley outside. Outside Harden. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 7 points.
Fighting for those points. The beard playing tough.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing tomorrow play.
The shot by Tyson, no good. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with it.
Now here's Mitchell. To the paint. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, the hammer. Mobley, a powerful dude out there.
White with a screen on Harden. Over to the wing. Pass to Shireman. Nice ball movement by Boston. White for 3. Fires in the triple. He's got 9.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Inside. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Here's Queta. He also had a big impact in that win against the Mavericks. White for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Tyson. Now Mitchell. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Tomlin comes in for Mitchell. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Harden. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Tatum. He picked up 15 in their last win against Dallas. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Pass to Tomlin. Here's Tyson, hounded by Tatum. And here's Schroeder outside. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
And that one falls for Tatum. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
And the basket by Shireman.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Schroeder. Here's Tomlin. No good. Misses at the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Boston out in front, up by 3. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Celtics.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
We've got Jared Allen. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Sam Merrill. And it's Tomlin in at the power forward position. That's the group for Cleveland getting going in the second.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to Keita. And here's Tatum. The fadeaway. And it's Tyson with a rebound. Now here's Schroeder. Cleveland working the ball around now. Allen a screen. And he lobs it up top. Hammers the lob through.
Making it look so easy. The 6'11" Allen just hops up and finishes it perfectly.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. From downtown, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Allen outside. Back to Schroeder. Down low. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wade's checked in. Merrill outside. Pass to Wade. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Here's Allen. Rebound Boston. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavs. Came out with a victory.
They really took a smart approach against this team the last time they faced off.
Now here's Tatum. He's averaging about 15 points per game. He's been a solid contributor. Outside Pritchard. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. And the Celtics lead by 2. Pritchard against Schroeder. Pass to Wade. Here's Tyson. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Boston has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. BA, back to you.
All about that connection. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Tyson. Coming off a 22-point game against Detroit.
Not to mention the rim protection he provided, credited with 2 blocks, and you know that he altered a few more.
Here's Shireman, following the score by Cleveland. Pass to Pritchard. Here's the pick. This one for 3. Sinks the tray. Pritchard's got 5 now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Schroeder. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And with all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
Pass to Schroeder. Back to Merrill. Here's the 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. James Harden, he's checked in for Cleveland. Boston making a switch here. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for James Harden.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
White looking it over. Pass to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Hauser. Launches a 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Tyson. Back to Harden. Fires for 3. And Cleveland another 3.
Taking control of the tempo. Harden won't let the other team turn their last 3 into a run.
Outside, Brown.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Allen, the pass to Merrill. Cleveland working the ball around now. Misses the 3. Boston's gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Now here's Harden. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Detroit.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
Outside, Brown. Outside, Tatum. Takes a three. And Tatum drills the three.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
Harden against Pritchard. Out to the wing. Back to Wade. Pass to Tyson. Three-pointer, Harden. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Wade.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Merrill, that's good.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Outside White. Pass to Hauser. Outside Pritchard. Tatum with a screen. 4-3. Drills it from deep. Pritchard's got 8 points in the quarter.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A different look for Cleveland. Tomlin comes in for Allen, and Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Merrill. And the Celtics also making a change. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Jason Tatum. Here's Tyson. Takes the three. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Pass to White. Now here's Vucevic. Hauser outside. Beyond the arc. And here's Brown for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot. 12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Harden with a screen on White. Outside Harden. To end the run. Wade, that's good. Wade's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
Outside, Brown. The kick out to White. Pass to Hauser. Shot clock at 5. They get it back.
Getting physical on the glass and getting a bucket, that's what Vooch does.
Now Harden. Over Pritchard. It's hauled in by White.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Brown. Back to Pritchard. Pass to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. All sorts of time. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Harden, deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And for Boston, they're shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. And it's good. 2 points. And it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Harden, the pass to Mitchell. 58 seconds left in the first half of this one. And there's a pick. Harden from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
Pass to Brown. From deep. Oh, Jaylen Brown from extended range.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Here's Tomlin. He shoots a 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Up top, Brown. White for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And so it's Boston ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule. What are you guys thinking about when you look at the schedule? What do you know?
Well, I know what's on Shaq's schedule. Wake up, 12 pancakes, nap, chocolate shake, watch a little TV, chocolate shake again, then stroll to work.
Well, Kitty, you have no idea what's on my schedule. It's 15 pancakes. Let me check and see what's up next.
Oh, well, just look, it's a nap again, so that's it.
Well, I could use a nap. Putting up with you two is exhausting. Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're not playing with urgency, especially on the glass. Shots go up, and they're just waiting. Go after the rebound.
Yeah, got to get those elbows up at least 2 inches. The rest can't see everything.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. How about Derek White really making a difference here?
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Boston leading by 10. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the small forward.
Wanting it more. Jaylen Brown, this man competes. And teammates, they take notice of things like that.
Mobley passes to Harden. Outside Mitchell. Three-pointer, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Vucevic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And that's now 6 points for Nikola Vucevic. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Talk about a high percentage look. Allen right at the rim.
Brown finds Tatum. Fires the 3. Kept alive by Boston. And Vucevic slams it in.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Wade, that's good. Wade's got 9.
It turns out Harden was the bait that time, freeing up a shooter on the perimeter.
Brown against Mitchell. Brown passes to White. 5 to shoot to the middle. Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vooch setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Here's Wade. 9 points in the game. The 3 from Mitchell. 3-ball. Donovan Mitchell.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
White, the pass to Brown. Pass to Tatum. And here's White. The 3-ball. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. How about Derek White really making a difference here?
He'll just keep hurting them from the three-point land if they let him. Here's a chance for Coach to change that.
And here's a rundown of the teams that have not wasted their opportunities at the line in the last month. 4th, the Celtics.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you foul them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
The rebound, Celtics.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Brown finds Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Smart play by Tatum. Using the fake to get the contact.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting 2.
And he makes it first.
One of the best players in the game today. Tatum's work ethic and hunger to win more championship is special.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here are the Cavaliers now. 15-point game. Outside Mitchell. Mobley outside. Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
What a game from Harden. Filling it out. James, everyone knows this man is just a gifted scorer.
Pass to Brown. Back to White. 6 to shoot. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one. Mobley outside. Now Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Nice D from Tatum.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell! He's got springs in those legs.
He's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Richard, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Evan Mobley. He's quickly becoming a two-way terror.
Yeah, the Cavs have unlocked him offensively, putting the ball in his hands and encouraging him to let it fly from long distance.
Here's White after Cleveland's three-pointer on the other end. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Harden. Here's Wade. He's got 9. And it's all from three-point range. Outside, Brown. Outside, White. Tatum, a screen on Mitchell. Back to Brown. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Hauser. Jacks up a 3. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Mitchell finds Harden. Back to Mitchell. There's the 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside Tatum. Hauser passes to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the basket by Brown.
Love the response by Brown, marching right back down and dropping in his own 3.
Mobley outside. Back to Harden. The 3. Boston pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Count it. Tatum's got 11 points.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Tyson, he's checked in for Wade. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in. Here's Harden. 15 points in the game. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Mitchell. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 8 assists in the game.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Now here's Pritchard. Give him 8 points now. Now Brown puts up a 3. Mobley grabs the board. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And B.A., they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
He drops it from range.
There's that unlimited range that James Harden and maybe a couple other guys on the planet can shoot from. He just shoots the deep ball with such confidence.
Now here's White. 23 points in the game. And here's Brown for 3. Drains the triple. Brown's got 21.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Pass to Allen. Throws it up high. Oh, Spider Mitchell. Wow.
Oh, Mitchell goes up and hammers it down off the lob. That's just textbook timing.
Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mitchell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Mobley. Harden fires away from outside. Boston pulls it in. White's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Tatum. To the inside. Stolen by Mobley. Harden from outside. Pure from 3-point range. Harden's got 8 points here in the quarter.
We know this about Harden. He's got every trick in that bag.
Mobley against Tatum. Outside Pritchard. From the arc. Tatum! Big 3-maker.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Harden. Now here's Allen. White with the steal. And here's Hauser. Brown passes to Hauser. Outside Tatum. White on the wing. Tatum a screen on Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from 3-point range.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Here's Tyson. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pritchard with a screen on Mobley. From deep, Jason Tatum, and that's good. Tatum's got 17 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
3-pointer, Harden. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen. All right, let's check out the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are your assist leaders. 4th, James Harden.
He has a great eye for where to send the ball. And you know his teammates love playing with an unselfish guy like him.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Different look for Cleveland. Tomlin's checked in for Mobley. Merrill comes in for Mitchell. And it's Schroeder in for Harden. Here's Shireman. Pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Shireman. Here's Kata. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Allen. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Pass to Schroeder. They still need this. Back to Allen. Rebounded by the Celtics. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Gonzalez from behind the arc. And it's Shireman missing. And so it's Boston. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Sam Merrill out there with James Harden. Then there's Dean Wade, and it's Tomlin in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. 3-pointer. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 17.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
So it's Boston now, after Cleveland's 3-pointer on the other end. Pass to Queta. Now here's Tatum. Tomlin pulls it in.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And here's Harden. Here's Tyson. They set a pick. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Boston leading by 14. Right side Pritchard. On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Walsh. Fires the 3. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
He probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pritchard with a steal. In transition, here they come. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Pritchard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
That 3's off the mark. For Boston, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Back to Tatum. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. Tatum's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And he's quickly up to 4 made threes in this game. Sheesh, get this man the rock.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Wade, clock at 4, to the paint. On the wing, Wade. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
He's hit a pair of 3s each half, making a significant impact.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for the Cavs. Schroeder comes in for Tyson. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Shireman. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Brown. Here's Queta. Pritchard surviving the D. Shoots over Schroeder, and it comes off the front of the rim. And Harden's got the ball here for Cleveland, trailing by 19. Merrill passes to Wade. Back to Merrill. Pass to Harden. Tatum pulls it in. Boston's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Schroeder against Pritchard. Stolen by Schroeder. Outside Harden. Schroeder, a screen on White. Harden from outside. And the Cavaliers, another three.
Big three-point shot from James Harden. Look, this man locks in, and that is his shot.
Pass to Brown. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Merrill. And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
And he drops the first.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
A different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Wade. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for James Harden. And the Celtics also making a change. Hauser, he's checked in for Cada. He does not get the second one. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ. Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Pass to Tatum. Six on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Over to the left wing. Outside Schroeder. Outside Mitchell. Here's Allen. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 6 assists now in the game. Pritchard against Schroeder. Here's Tatum. Mobley with the block.
Mobley said nope. Entry denied.
Right in the heart of it. Mitchell.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Hauser outside. Pass to White. Now here's Pritchard. There's Tatum with the 3. That won't go either for Tatum.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Merrill. No good from outside. Boston leading by 11. Now Tatum. Brown, a screen on Mobley. Tatum from long range. Tatum with another miss. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 12-1 run. Outside Schroeder. Brown with the steal. Pass to Tatum. Outside White. Down low. Here's Brown. No good. A bit long that time. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Schroeder. Tipped. They recover it. Inside. Tatum drops the hammer.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Cleveland working the ball around now. Here's Merrill. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Outside White. For 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
They set the screen, and they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
A different look for Cleveland. Wade comes in for Merrill, and it's Harden in for Schroeder. The Celtics also with a sub. Vucevic is checked in. Tatum on the money from 12 feet away. And that's now 27 points for Jason Tatum.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Harden outside from deep. Rebounded by Vucevic.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Now White. Brown on the wing. Lets it fly from 18. And he gets the jumper to fall.
Has confidence all over the court. No shot Brown won't take.
Now Mitchell. Allen a screen. Let's loose for three. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Hauser outside. Here's a pass to Tatum. Cleared away by Mobley.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
A minute and a half left in the fourth. It's money from deep.
A sign of things to come. You've got to love seeing Mobley dominate like this.
Celtics lead by 14. Now White. Brown on the wing. And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that. Because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
Free throw good. Brown.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tyson, he's checked in for Allen. Ellis comes in for Wade. Merrill, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Schroeder in for Harden. So he hits one of two from the strike. Cavaliers trail by 15.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
It's just a great matchup for them, and they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Derek White.
Incredible game for him. He had endless energy. No doubt, best player on the floor tonight.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Bryant's checked in.
One shot.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 17-point game. Oh, a perfect jumper. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And count it.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
So we see the Celtics taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Derek White.